Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to End All Wars. We're, of course, continuing our Axis campaign, and one thing we're going to do right now is try and get some, basically, countries to join us. And to do that, we need to go ahead and send some diplomatic ministers there. But this is a process that's quite important. So I'm going to be sending a diplomat to the Ottomans. We want to get the Ottomans on our side. It would be good to get the Italians on our side, too. But right now there's a Western Entente diplomat there. We're going to be a little more careful. Of course, we are going to try to get Romania on our side. That would be incredible. Do the same with Bulgaria. And Greece is not as important because the Turks hate the Greeks. They're going to... Oh, no, wait. Oh, whew. I was worried that was a declare war. The Turks hate the Greeks. They're just not going to be very friendly with them, and it looks like that's the max we can do for diplomats, of course. We also turned off the battle sounds because they were just getting too overpowering. No matter how much I lowered them, we weren't hearing anything, and that's just the truth. So we're going to go ahead and get back just to the displaying owners for all regions, guys. We've got a lot of work to do. Over here in Belgium, of course, we need to try and continue the attack, although we should remain here in Antwerp and try and take over Antwerp. So I really do want to take the troops off at Mechelin, so I am going to attack with some French troops. We're, of course, still attacking with these men right here under command of Alexander von Kluck. Very, very good general. And we're also sending some reinforcements right here to this unit right here, Alexander von Lintingen. It might actually not work out in his favor, but I think it's going to help to defend the area here. As for our hero, this guy is our hero, Wilhelm Proben. He's going to get smashed here next turn without a doubt. So I think the best thing we can do is try and get him out of Saint-Mihiel as quickly as we can. 15 days is not quick enough, obviously. But we're going to do our best. We're also sending this guy right here into Metz. And what happened was we actually had a game going, but we had a little problem. Unfortunately, the game crashed. And so when you see all these moves already made, I had made these moves in the last game. So I already had kind of an idea of what I wanted to do. But a few of them I didn't. So let's go ahead. We've, of course, got some issues going on in Austro-Hungary. We want to start getting these generals together for a massive, massive attack. And I think this guy's going to be perfect for it. So let's see. That's Bon Emily. And that's a 4% penalty. That's about as far as I want to go. 800. I mean, that's just incredible. Now, we know there's a lot of Russians coming in over here, and you can actually see my offensives. But I want to make sure we've got someone here in Lemberg, so it's going to take them 43 days. Now, how fast can we move hundreds of thousands of men? 9 days. That's good enough for me. I'm still going to go for the defense here in Russia. Try to be as defensive as possible. In fact, I'm going to stop this general and start going to Ravaruska, see if we can catch the enemy. We can only go on the offensives over here in these areas. You can see our men are already moving forward. We've also dropped some decisions to essentially lower Russian morale overall in this area, in the attacking areas. And of course, we've got the wonderful Paul von Hindenburg on the offensive. And this guy is moving very quickly to try and intercept any Russians getting in from Festung Lützen. We need to take over the area. And this is the decision we played, the Max Hoffman decision. All Russian units on German territory will suffer minus 66% cohesion. Leaders will be inactive and will be fixed for one turn, so they can't even move for one turn. Really cool thing there. Now, one thing we need to focus on is our Serbian front, excuse me. Siberian, shame on me. First, of course, we're still trying to take Belgrade. I'm going to try to send in some reinforcements to help take Belgrade, but that's really my main concern. We've also got this unit in here, which managed to get a victory. 2 units, in fact, that could probably get a victory, so we're going to put them both on offensive mode if we can. If not, one's going to have to complement the other. And we're still sending this guy over here. We'll try to get more troops. And I've also asked for more troops from the actual military high command. Let's see if they send them some replacements, essentially. And hopefully we get them fairly soon, guys. We need as many as we can get, as many replacements as possible. I think we've done everything. We could try to raise some state funds, of course. But I think we're good for now. And let's see what else we can do. No munitions factories, nothing that we can do there. Fair enough. I'm going to end the turn, guys. Let's hope for the best, and glory to the Kaiser. Alright, Belgium is definitely something we want to take out. We already played the Rape of Belgium, which basically gives some Belgian provinces to us. And In reality, it's actually a very, very highly debated topic, because some people say that the Germans went into Belgium and managed to do a ton of atrocities, shot civilians, raped women, etc. While as some people believe it's just Allied propaganda. I actually tend to side with the latter. I'm sure that rapes happen on both sides and violence happened on both sides, but I'm not so sure the Germans, especially in World War I, necessarily had a need to do that or a desire to. And here we go, guys. So we've got our general attacking, and the Battle of Brussels is a resounding success under Alexander von Kluck. We killed 36,695 of the French defenders. We lost 17,000 men. Brave men that fought and died for Deutschland, or are probably horribly maimed. But we just took out half of this guy's army. Hopefully we can keep on moving, guys, and eventually take Brussels. That would be incredible. Okay, here we go. Paul von Hindenburg against the Russians, and despite the Russians completely outnumbering us by nearly 37,000 men, actually more like 31,000, they lost nearly 30,000 men, and Paul von Hindenburg only lost 7,790. And you can see all the units they had here. They had some infantry brigades from all over Russia just got slaughtered. Look at that, 29,827, 30,000. Now over here in Serbia, things are not looking as good. The Serbs just killed 40,000 of our men under Oskar Potjoric, and we only killed 12,000. So these Serbs definitely want to defend their country under any circumstances, and they're showing us that they're definitely willing to do just that. Let's hope we can turn that around. Of course, for those of you that want the sound back, please let me know, but it's really going to make things loud, and I might just have to let battles play out and not talk for a while. But let me know what you guys think, and also, we always love your tactical advice, so please give it. Somebody did mention that I didn't do my moves in Africa, which I should have. There is a colonial zone, and I probably could have attacked, but I think for now I'm going to stay on the defense. Although, if you can tell me where I should attack, then I will definitely take your advice. So so much is happening just in the first few days, and that's what it's like on the front. 1 second you're in a trench, the next day you're in a beautiful town. It's pretty scary stuff. And unfortunately, our hero, Wilhelm von Proben, has lost the battle at Saint-Mihiel. I knew it would happen. He was also on the retreat, smashed by Joffre's army of 250,000. He lost 15,000 men, but no doubt about it, he killed double that against our men, and that's going to hurt Germany to the core for sure. All right, come on. Let's go, boys. So as you can see, one of our generals is dragging across there. There's definitely a Russian attack. If we could take out one of these Russian armies invading Austria-Hungary, I would be very happy. Alright, forward to Vettel. Look at that, 1,616. That's just the attack power. I would estimate that army to be 300,000, 350,000 men. That's going to be extremely hard to take out. And we might even need to do some scorched earth tactics here to stop the Russians. That's definitely a possibility. Certainly something they would consider if we were taking their land. And it's something they've done before. And there we go, the Russians attacking their first German town here, and they've definitely taken it at Festung Lemberg. We lost 30,000 men, basically not really men made necessarily for open combat like this, but they stood out pretty well. They lost 30,000, but they killed 15,000 Russians and 234,000. That's a huge army. We just need to weaken them as much as we can here. And a Central Powers victory at Lomé. That's going to make our friends interested in our colonial fortunes happy. And it looks like we're doing okay in Belgium, but I don't want to jinx myself just yet. Come on, Mena. Catch fun of them. And there we go. In Wehlau, Paul von Hindenburg did another great thing. Wasn't a lot of men lost on either side, at least not by World War I standards. By any other war standard, those are incredible losses. But we did manage to beat Pavel Rabenkampf again, and now his army is even smaller. Of course, his army is still larger than ours, so that hasn't changed. I'm hoping just being on German territory is going to take a massive amount of penalties because of that thing we played. Hopefully some morale penalties, some cohesion penalties, like as mentioned. And he'll maybe, or hopefully, lose a few men. They'll just walk away, head back to their farms in Russia. Here we go. This is looking good. Now, this is the guy we brought across for the assault. Oh, no. Oh, boy. An Austrian defeat by Ritter von Brudermann. He lost 53,000 men. The only thing to take from that's good is we killed 37,000 Russians. But out of that army of 328,000, that's not really going to touch them. Although, look at all the units they had. They had cavalry corps everywhere. And maybe in this battle, the cavalry won the day. Our cavalry didn't seem to do too much. But I'm amazed we have cavalry. That's quite amazing to me just by itself. Come on, men. Take Belgium. Here we go, guys. Another attack. This is an offensive into French territory, and it's a victory. Wonderful job by Albrecht. He actually managed to break through. We knew he had it in him, and certainly the French garrison was not as strong as we've seen in battles before, but we still have work to do, guys, if we want to win that region entirely. It's not just about taking the army out, but you've got to destroy the army and then take the city and or region itself. Alright, the Australia Corps has arrived in the Court of Canada, and I know that I have to wait for the British Expeditionary Force, which is on the way, and I'm sure that Australian Corps is part of that Expeditionary Force, about to start heading over here, or heading over to France in this case, to assist. And that's great, an Austrian victory by Liborius Ritter von Frank. We lost more men than we should have, but we managed to do some damage to the fort of Belgrade. We're absolutely going to need reinforcements to take that place, but at least we're slowly beating the Serbs. And if we could take the Serbs out, that would be a huge win for us. Alright, come on, guys. Join the German army today! We got a lot of recruits. Hopefully they're coming in next turn because we need them. Our men are in hospital. A lot of them are dead, but we must continue the fight. And that guy's going to get smashed. Here we go. Very nice attack. And remember, this guy destroyed, Joffre destroyed our hero. And it looks like Ruprecht did fine there, losing 14,000, killing 32,000. This is the nature of this kind of combat, guys. There's nothing you can do about it. But we're doing okay. So we managed to do pretty well at Festung Metz. And von Hindenburg is still fighting off Russians. What a hero. This time he killed 10,000. He did lose 8,200 brave men, but I think it was absolutely worth it. And Mackensen is another great general. Both Mackensen and Hindenburg went to World War II. I'm not sure about von Stolz. I think he probably did as well, but I could be wrong there, guys. All right, Paul von Hindenburg, he's going to be all through the news. The defender of East Prussia did an incredible job. And more, oh no, the Brits are here. We're fighting some British troops, guys. That could be the BEF. We won at the Battle of Charleroi, but we both lost a lot of men, although it looks like we destroyed 23 armored cars, which is excellent. 116 trucks. That's going to damage the enemy supply big time, and maybe we even stole, not just prisoners. We did get prisoners, but maybe we stole some gear, captured equipment. 2. Okay, so actually 2 war supply. That's not bad at all. I've had better, but that's pretty good. So we definitely took some of their stuff here, and this was the French fighting alongside the Brits, but we stopped them. Let's hope we defeated them for good. Alright, my friends, we're back to the front, and things are insane. Let's put it that way. One thing we definitely need to do is try to get a supply depot up wherever we can. Just wherever a general is willing to build a supply depot, like right there, boom, build a depot. I just want to make sure as much supply as possible is coming in. But we've done pretty well. We've done interesting things here. The one thing I will do before quitting is, first of all, show you guys, I want to see for myself the casualties. But I want to first try and send some diplomats, and we can use the Hoffman plan again. Yes. Alright, let's send a diplomat, another one, to Turkey. I want to make sure that they join us. And let's send a diplomat to Wait a minute. Imagine if we got Switzerland on our side. I think it's pretty unlikely, though. And what do we have down here? Ooh, Mexico. That would be interesting. I think I'm going to try to get Bulgaria on our side. So let's go ahead and send a diplomat there. Let's send one to Denmark. Actually, to Holland. Maybe Holland will join us. No, I think I want to take them over. No, we'll try. Well, no, nope. Easy invasion for the Brits. Sweden. There we go. That's going to be us for now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the series, and give us some tips, give us some thoughts. Oh, that's right. We want to take a look at the casualties. Let's take a look here. Okay, so 423,950 men dead or wounded on our side. We do have 28,000 French prisoners and 500 Russian prisoners. We've killed 327,451 French and Brits, and 171,000 Russians. Now, of course, these are killed and wounded, but that is a serious amount of men lost on both sides, and we're both kicking the crap out of each other. We really are. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll play some more World War I very soon.